Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my blind let's play of Mega Man Super Fighting Robot. During the last part, I defeated Silk Man and Dagger Man, and after that, I got a cutscene showing that Dr. Wily has contacted Light Labs, proclaiming that Proto Man has taken over his castle, and he's asking for assistance. Of course, Mega Man is thinking that it's another trap from all the previous experiences, but regardless, we have to stop Proto Man from amassing another army of robots. Now, I would like to get the energy balancer, but I won't be able to get it now, mainly because I need 150 bolts. But once that is done, I'll get the 100% completion and I can see what secret is there. I'm not sure if it'll be 1 or 2 castles, but let's take a look. Hopefully 2, as I kind of enjoy having 2 castles, extends the length. So this is kind of, I think this is going to be kind of like Proto Castle for Mega Man 5, if not a longer Wily Castle. Okay, here's Wily Castle. Snazzy intro team. Interesting design, though it'll take a little bit longer for me to get used to it. Okay, we start from there and move here. Okay, we're here. Before that, of course, let's see what the Flash Dagger does. What is this? Flash Dagger. Hold B to place the dagger in the air and release it to launch it forward. If you hold B long enough, you become invincible for a second. Oh, it only costs half to fire it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check something. Oh yeah, energy saver, which half as much energy. Where is that? Okay, so it actually shows, the cost shows the half usage. Normally the Flash Dagger would cost 1 to use, now it only costs half energy to use. So, 28 times 2 is 56. So 56 uses, that's nice. And it's one of my fastest weapons, apparently. That's also nice. Let's take a look and see how it works. Okay, so I'm becoming vulnerable for a second. I can only hold 1 at a time, though. Oh, and it... Oh, whoops. Okay, so these explode if you get too close to them. I wonder if you can use this as a guard of sorts. What I mean... Oh, whoops. What I mean by guard, I mean if you can hold it up right up to you, will it constantly damage enemies? Nope, you have to release it, otherwise it will not constantly damage enemies. That's nice to know. Nice to know. You have to be careful about those mines over there, as even if you destroy them, they'll still do constant explosions. You have to be a bit careful there. The magic missile is so useful against these weak foes, which get killed in 1 hit though. Always nice. And because of the energy saver, of course, I can keep spamming it and it won't take too much, and I don't need to worry about refilling it as much. I really wish there was an efficiency booster. Oh, okay. So we have these tank turrets about, so you have to be a bit careful while traversing, so you don't get hit and die. Well, like that, if I didn't have that armor piece, I would have died there. And there's no way to destroy it, unfortunately. Destroy them. Ah, what does the trash attack cost now? Oh, good. So I have 14 uses. Still, the Flash Dagger seems to be quite a nice weapon to spam, or if you want to hold it in place for an enemy to come back, or for enemies that have guards. And when you don't want to waste the giant axe, or you can't aim it correctly, or out of energy with that. So that's nice. Back to the boomerang, though. In that segment, I think it'd be also nice to have, to use the Zap shield, so you have a temporary invulnerability. This would be a nice place to use it. Yep, where it has guards up. And it doesn't really cost that much, so you can spam it quite a bit. Like so. Hold, and fire. And of course this also makes you temporarily invulnerable. That's always nice. Ow. Just be careful about those things. They're kind of like time bombs, except more dangerous, as they'll constantly fire if... basically when they explode, they'll have a constant set of explosions, which last longer. So be cautious there. About halfway, a little bit less than halfway there. Oh, whoa, I have to be careful there. Just use that. After all, it makes me faster too. That's the best part of the Zap Dagger. Or the Zap Shield. It sort of acts like the Wild Sprint. It's not as effective as the Wild Sprint, of course, and it doesn't really last as long, as you have to keep charging it up over and over, but it's still very useful. I can see speedrunners going to Zap Man's stage first to use this for speedrunning. After all, it made that segment a lot more of a cinch. Oh, oops. And that's what I meant by when it expires quite fast. Well, at least the entry... when the checkpoint was close. Oh, and the... ow. And the explosions follow you. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, skeleton. Hi. Oh, hello, mage. Everything is going up Well, this is the final stage, so a lot of variety of enemies. I really am enjoying the stage gimmicks here. Always nice to see. Ow. Ow. Okay. Yeah, it does follow you. Yeah, this game has a ton of nice upgrades. Not as many as something like Revenge of the Fallen, where it has a lot more upgrades which are interesting, but it does have some parallels like the super slide being in the boots, as well as other things like things like the undershirt of sorts. It is more compact here, but I kind of prefer the upgrades you get more in Revenge of the Fallen compared to here, as there's more variety and it's a little bit more fun, as well as Revolution. It's not bad here, it is definitely above other fan games, but still I would like more variety. Huh, what's this ladder for? Well, hello Surges Devil, or Surges from Mega Man 2, Mega Man X2, as well as from Mega Man Unlimited. Not Mega Man Unlimited, Rockman 4 minus Infinity. Okay, so I need to destroy all these spikes, and I can push it back by hitting its weak point. Okay, so I don't need to worry about the spikes. So hit it when one of the eyes are open. Gotcha. Let's see what the weakness is, though. Okay, so the leaf boomerang? Oh, okay, don't go in there. Nope. Nope. Okay, so the spikes regenerate too. Let's see what the Soak Rain does. Nothing. So I guess my Charge Shot or Beat. Actually... or you can just do... oh my goodness. Beat is going crazy. And even though he's doing 1 damage, he constantly fires all these shots even faster than I can. Well, not really fast as I can. But it makes it a lot simpler and I don't need to worry about getting hit. And of course I can fire at the same time Beat is, so I can have at max 6 shots on screen. So yeah, quite a bit of force. Quite a fun boss, not as difficult as a Surges Devil in Rock Force 4 minus Infinity, but still fun. 110 bolts. Let's continue on, so I can't go back to the shop yet. I'll have to die or go on without it. I hope not, at least. I would at least like to see what the energy balance and 100% bonus does in regular gameplay. Ah, is this a remake? Ah, okay, I think this is a remix of the original team for this game. That's nice. Although I'd expect this more in the latter part of the castle. Choices. Whoa. When in doubt, use invulnerability. Oh, okay, so we have a sniper. Okay, now we have snipers. How wonderful. And if it locks onto, even if it goes over position once, it'll stay in position and fire a rocket at you, which will then explode. And does 5 damage, or 10 damage technically, if you don't have the armor upgrade, I think. Ow. I'll free you, tank. Ow. I'm just trudging through everything. Yeah, I think I should start using more of my weapons. Okay, that sniper segment wasn't too bad. Ow. And yet, even though I skipped it, I still got the hurt. That was unfortunate. And there are one of these falling segments. Better get the zap shield up. Okay, the super slide, well, the boots, it makes it a lot simpler to get through this. Whoa. This is quite scary, actually. Yeah, it's funny seeing all those cold pieces bounce and being able to damage enemies often. You saw what it did to the boss in mini boss in Daggerman stage. Oh, that was so funny. So far, the Wily Castle isn't too bad, though it's because I'm using all my powers quite a bit. But boy, the segments in these stages with all these spike drops, oh my! If I didn't have the armor, which doubled my recovery time, or half the time it took to get out of recovery, as well as the Zap Barrier, oh, if I can imagine so many deaths and frustration happening, especially in the harder difficulties. Well, that's quite a boon to the... it's a nice thing to say in terms of what the power-ups do. As for the stage design itself, I would say it's pretty good. It's not too punishing, I would say it's quite fair. It's just you need to get used to all these crazy segments happening. There we go. Ow. Oh, whoops. Yeah, and that too. Don't rush too much. It's nice that there's all these large energies large life energies at the end of these crazy segments. It makes it less of a tense situation. And remember, these spikes would all be the spikes I keep running into. These would all be instant dead if I didn't have that boot upgrade, or which upgrade was that? Yeah, if I didn't have the boot upgrade as well as the helmet. Well, specifically the helmet. If I didn't have those, I would have died. I basically would have died several times already. Whoops, and yeah, I wasted that. I mean, just look at all these crazy segments with all those dead pits, and this. Like, I would have died right there if I didn't have that helmet on. And of course I died here because I wasn't able to dock. Oh well, not too much of a problem. But yeah, this is quite crazy. But it is fun and very thrilling. You just need to get a bit used to it. I can imagine how much fun the speedrunners will have with this these segments. Fun and frustration, technically. Ow. After all, this sniper reticule following me all around is kind of frustrating to keep dodging. I can imagine, I think in the lower difficulties it goes slower, but I can imagine how much more of a frustration it is on the harder difficulty modes. Oh, I can imagine even a faster one and how difficult it would be to take care of. But regardless, we're at the boss gate. Let's see who we're up against next. Another set of blocks. Oh, okay, so this is the thing that's been sniping at us all this. Oh my, oh boy. Let's see what its weakness is. No. Nope, that's not it. Perhaps the flash dagger? Nope. Giant axe? Trash attack? Oh yeah, it is. And let me just die now. Yeah, I had 2 bars of health there, but it protected me, but then I died after I had 1. So apparently it's weak against the trash attack, but let me just take the time to actually fight it legitimately, without having it going crazy over testing. So it'll follow us with the reticule, and it fires all those sorts of projectiles. Its only weak point is its head, so you have to be a bit cautious there. And it fires all those projectiles. Oh, and it fires those things at the bottom, and afterwards it'll fire that giant laser. Okay, so at least you can destroy those things it fires at the bottom. Ow. Oh, and that laser does quite a bit of damage, actually. Ow. Okay, so at least you can crawl under it. There we go. Well, I got 1 hit, which would have been fatal, and defeated him. Boy, I can imagine how much this would frustrate perfect runners. There are a lot of projectiles going everywhere, but using the advantage to slide under it over and over, that's going to be the key to surviving this, and the fact that you can destroy those balls it creates at the bottom.